every kid that went to school, even if you didn't watch wrestling religiously, you had a favorite wrestler.
Mm-hmm. And they all, did something wrestling related.
Yeah.
And, when you're lost in the sauce, you're just like, what is that from? And then that piques your curiosity.
Yeah.
And then it's levels.
No, it is. Yeah. And that's what I say. Like wrestling, you that's that one thing, like you at least, everybody can name one superhero. Mm-hmm. Everybody could name, like, especially growing up, everybody could name one wrestler. And I think the crazy thing about it is because everybody knew something about wrestling, I just think it's something that a lot of people outgrew over time. Mm-hmm. How do you bring them back into that fold?
So bringing them back, I have had friends who said, I used to watch wrestling and now, I fell off. Where I was stationed, I had, I was watching wrestling in my barracks and people would come around and was like, oh, bro, he still wrestles? Oh, he's still doing this? And they're like, yeah, he never stopped. You stopped watching. Yeah. He never stopped or whatever. So
that John Cena still wrestling is crazy to me.
He's a part-timer now, so, he wrestles when it's convenient enough for him because, he's making movies. Shout out Peacemaker. Exactly. That shit is hard. But so bringing him back into it, it's like, you got to give them something that, like, would pique their interest, especially, like, if it's one of their favorites from a childhood. Mm-hmm. You're like, oh, look what he's doing now. And you're like, what? And then they're locked in. Case in point, it was the Royal Rumble 2018. I was sitting there watching the barracks. Some people, they're over here, they're over there. And then Rey Mysterio comes out. Everyone knows fucking Rey Mysterio. One of my boys, he was there. He's like, bro, that's Rey Mysterio. I grew up with him. And he's in. And like, he just returned. Mm-hmm. I didn't even know what was going to happen. And then he was like, yeah, he doing all this. He doing that. Oh, he's going to do 619. It's just like, they know.
Yeah.
And so that low-key brought him back in, too. Like, not to say, like, he was watching it, like, weekly, like me or whatever, but, like, he was just like, hey, is Rey Mysterio about to have a match? Like, he asked me that. Yeah. And I was just like, actually, yeah. Like, you came in just in time. He's like, yeah, I heard that booyaka. I was like, there you go. And he just sat there and watched the match and then watched the rest of the show afterwards. I'm just like...
For me, I can't get past TikToks, but I do enjoy TikToks and shit. Except, like... Remember when, who does the RKOs?
Randy Orton.
When Randy Orton was everything that was Vine into TikTok.
RKO out of nowhere, all that era. Yeah.
I still think it was the spaceship one is fucked up. But like, but the slithering like a snake, there he goes, Randy Orton, RKO.
Exactly. Like, it became a meme. Yeah. But like, it blew up because... Hell, that's what Randy Orton does. Yeah. He RKOs motherfuckers out of nowhere.
It's called the Midwest because everything there is mid.
Yes. That was...
Some of our best memes have come out of wrestling.
I'm actually surprised that one blew up as much as it did. Like, it was funny. Like, as a wrestling fan, it was funny. So to see it, like, go up, it's like, oh, see all y'all now. Yeah. Tune in. Now watch. Now watch this.
Yeah, no. And I think that's what it is. If, like... Because if I don't want, if nostalgia is the only thing that brings people back, that's a problem. But
that is true, yeah.
So, like, I guess the question is, how do you bring people into the fold when, like, maybe
they're
some of my favorite wrestlers, well, no, not even that. It's like my favorite wrestlers probably don't wrestle anymore. Mm-hmm. I grew up with The Undertaker and
who just retired,
and Goldberg and Rikishi.
Yeah, okay. So
that's my era of wrestling.
So here's the thing. So like,
take Triple H.
And Triple H, he's now running the show. Mm-hmm. So you could say like, hey, your favorite, he's now running the show. Rikishi, these are his sons, and his sons put on hella great matches all the time. He's like, okay, they're doing moves like Rikishi.
The butt thing?
Well, like, they'll back into the corner, they'll do that, but they won't, like,
Rikishi was twerking on faces. Rikishi was the original, I like my ass ate, but I'm not gay type of nigga.
He really did that. But so,
full circle.
So it's just like...
It was Rikishi spectrum.
I can't lie, because I wanted to be a wrestler. I started wrestling, and then a car accident ended that for me, because I have a bad back. So I was thinking to myself, like, if I ever was, like, getting in a ring with someone like Rikishi, who's, like, throwing your ass in his face. I don't know if I could do that. I was just sitting there just like, hey, bro, come on. Come on, man. All right, yeah, it's over. We're done. Next fight.
Hey, bro, it's not even that serious, man. Come on, chill out. All right, they got it.
Yeah. Like, spot's over. Something new. Let me super kick you. Let me drop kick you real quick.
You're doing too much. That's crazy.
So...
shit. Reggie just had me holler.
So like I said, there's generations from talents that you grew up with that are there as well. And then, you know, putting people on to like all this new stuff and it's like, oh, it's not the same. It's not supposed to be the same.
No, it's supposed to grow. Music ain't the same.
Exactly.
Movies aren't the same.
So I would like try to showcase people like, you know, matches that are like talked about the most. So that way they're like, oh. And then, yeah, so I remember...
To show them what the it's I don't want to say showing them what the algorithm is, but showing them what this sense of like, what's the talk of the town these days?
Like what's going on now? Yeah. So I remember it was WrestleMania at my crib. My friends who don't really watch wrestling that much, they sat there and watched wrestling with me. They reacted with me. Like they were tuned in because they were like, you know what? Fuck, this is what's happening right now. And it was the night, so this guy, Kofi Kingston, a black man, became the first African-American world champion in the WWE. And that was huge for everyone, like within the company.
Isn't that like...
It was
a political statement in a sense because it's wrestling?
Yes and no, but because of how they brought it up. It wasn't like, oh, he's on the journey to become the first black champion. It was this man's been in this company for 11 years, hasn't really had a chance. The fans are making noise for him now. Okay. So now he's being gifted this opportunity.
If the fans are steering you, that's different. That's okay. Because I always forget, because the way, I don't know how to say it without offending. Wait, do you think wrestling is real?
After being in the ring and doing this, it's not fake. Punches are pulled.
I understand what you're saying. I'm going to ask you the same question again.
Okay, the bumps are real. The impact and forces, all that, you know, it's expected. Like, you know it's coming.
If I fake hit you, yes, it's still a hit. It's just a pulled punch.
Yeah, and then, you know it's coming rather than, like, it's not a full-on
That's what I'm
fight,
saying.
Like a UFC fight.
I want to make sure you're not one of those people that believe, like, wrestling is real and, like, these guys actually don't go in the locker room afterwards and talk to each other like they're cool.
Well, they do.
I know.
But, like, it's not a real fight. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Like, they're talking shit at each other in the ring and then go backstage like they're still talking
Yo,
shit.
Man, you want to take a shot?
No, it'll be like that for real. So, like, there are times where, you know, it leaves the ring where it's like real heat, of course, and that's talked about in the wrestling world, but that gauges fans into more like, oh, okay, when they actually have their match, they're going to go at it, and sometimes it do be like they're going at it. They really want to hurt each other, but you can tell.
I'm asking that just to make sure that we are on the same page that they're actors. Talented actors, stunt doubles.
Sports entertainers,
I'll give you.
Yeah. Boxing might be scripted, but we ain't gonna. I ain't gonna talk about boxing.
Don't you do that to Floyd Mayweather. Don't you dare do that to Floyd Mayweather, okay?
See, I didn't even bring up Floyd, so you know.
He's the only boxer that anybody would call scripted. Other than Logan Paul, which I didn't know he wrestled.
Yeah, he's actually pretty good at it.
That's crazy. You said he's better at wrestling than boxing.
Yeah.
That's what...
He even said it himself.
Boxer. Yeah, I believe that.
And it's not only because of, like, you know...
Logan Paul's gonna get his teeth punched and he keeps fucking around with everything he keeps fucking around with.
I respect Logan Paul in the ring, but outside, I'm just like, this guy, he's
getting into too many rings. He's getting in the boxing ring, he's getting in the wrestling ring, he's also getting in the YouTube ring.
And he just re-signed, too, which is crazy.
Logan Paul's gonna get his fucking teeth punched then.
But the thing is, he talked his shit with wrestling, but he backed it up. I will give him that. He backed it up. He's put on great matches just recently at WrestleMania with Seth Rollins. That was a really good match. And people can talk all they want about it, but it was a great match. Like, Logan Paul is an arrogant SOB. he fits perfectly in the wrestling world because it's a character.
Yeah. Wait, so would Kanye fit good in the wrestling ring?
Kanye, I mean, look, I love Kanye, but sometimes he be taking this shit too damn serious.
That's why he would be perfect in the wrestling ring.
I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know. Because he might think it's real.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, we don't want that.
Exactly. Somebody might say, all right, we're going up for a choke slam. And he's like, so you're going to put your hand around my neck and just fight him off. He's like, no.
Move.
Right. He's like, no, Kanye, you're supposed to go up, bro. Stop. And just walk out.
That's crazy. I mean, so there's Logan Paul being in wrestling is hilarious.